Okay, so we're just going to pick up right where we left off. This is part 2 of the Sacred Pause Winter Solstice spread. We're going to do 3 cards, piles out of 4 decks. This is going to be for all Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. The first pile is going to talk about our shadows. The second pile is going to talk about our light, our good stuff. And then the third pile is going to talk about seeds we need to plant to manifest what we truly desire for next year. How to honor this energy would be to reflect and journal. I highly recommend you look up your Sun and Moon rising, and then you could look into Venus and North Node if you're interested. Watch all those readings, take keynotes, and write down little things that resonate with you. It is a time to embrace the more feminine energy in this winter time and to connect with nature. Okay, make sure you're getting plenty of rest. And at the end of this video, we're going to be doing a winter solstice ritual. I'm going to be taking all of your readings. I'm going to make keynotes from them. Then I'm going to burn them and light a candle. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Cancer. Starts with you, boo. What is Cancer's shadow, their darkness, that needs to be acknowledged at this time? It needs to be released, and it needs work. Okay, time for healing, Cancer. So you need to do some more healing work is what they're saying. Okay? You need to acknowledge that. You need to heal. Okay. All right, let's get you some sacred symbols. Cancer energies. What is the darkness that I need to know, we need to know? I have a Cancer Venus placement, by the way. This needs acknowledged. What needs acknowledged and released? The shadow work or the rest? Oh, there's cards missing over here. Let me get those shuffled in one more time. They were not in the deck. Let's try this one more time. Thank you. All right. This is a Sacred Symbols deck. Alrighty, fire. You might need to release a fire sign or something that you used to be all fired up about. Somebody could have put your fire out. Number 27 might be significant, or the number 9. We're in a universal year of 9 now, so this is a lot of endings are happening. Next year is a universal year of 1, and we're setting the tone for the next decade. So let's keep this in mind when we're doing these readings, okay? Alright, this is more of a challenge. You got a fire sign that you're dealing with. Fire sign that needs healing, or you have fire in your chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Cancer. What is the darkness that needs acknowledged or released for Cancerians, please? From the True Emotional deck. Thank you. Police station. Ooh. And we got memories. Ooh. Somebody go to jail and they're ashamed. Guilt, embarrassed. Yeah. Alright, Cancer. Somebody here went to jail in 2025. And they're ashamed. They're embarrassed about it. They got bad memories about a police station. Did somebody get you angry with like fired up, angry? Time for healing though. It says time for healing. Okay. Well, let's see. Guilt, embarrassed, and in the wrong. So they're saying you were in the wrong. I had a situation where a family member went to jail, a fire sign, in 2025, and I did not bail them out. We don't do that around here. We don't bail people out. We let them learn their lessons. don't feel embarrassed about that. That's interesting. I don't feel like I'm in the wrong for it either, but somebody might think that I was in the wrong for it. I'm sure they do. You wouldn't even bail out your own blah, blah, blah family member? Nope. I work too hard for my money and my peace of mind to be dealing with all that drama. Alright, moving forward, this is your final card on the Shadow. The Fool has been coming out in this position for just about everybody, and I've done, well, it started in Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and yeah. So, someone here, this is time reflection, this is the darkness. Someone here did something foolish. This situation with the law could have potentially put someone into a position of being homeless, or, you know, someone just did something foolish. This fool's about ready to walk off a cliff, by the way. The dog's running the opposite direction. Look how aloof their face is. Like, oh, I don't even give a flip. Like, kind of aloofy. I don't care. Here's the stick in my hand. I don't care what it hits down there. It could be rocks, kicking rocks, you know. Just foolish. Aries energy. Okay, Cancer. Let's get to your good stuff. I'm hearing someone got a DUI. They've been hiding it. You haven't told anybody. It's okay. It's embarrassing. Why would you want to tell anybody that? Let's talk about the good stuff. What's your light? The light of the Cancerians, where the hope is, the potential, and the spark. The inner spark, or the potential for Cancer. Cancer. Alright, this is the good stuff. Balancing spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Could be dealing with the Pisces. Have Pisces highly aspected in your chart. And so there's a need. They're saying that you are actually very good at balancing spirituality and practicality. That's your potential. That's your spark. That's Pisces, which is water energy. It's very intuitive. Cancer, you're a water sign, so that would make sense. Balancing spirituality and practicality. Okay. Give me the good stuff from the sacred symbols for Cancer. Give me the good stuff for the Cancerians, please. What's their potential? What is it that there's their inner spark, their hope, your light? Message. Well, I think that you're getting psychic downloads. Message, it's 33 from Ascended Masters. So balancing spirituality and practicality, you do have a good connection with, you know, an ancestor or a guide. Someone is guiding you. Some people say it's Jesus, Buddha, ancestors. It is a moth, which is talking about transformation. Moths go through, they actually go through a chrysalis situation where they're whole, like they're like worms, caterpillars, and they wrap themselves in a cocoon, and then they liquidize, and they turn to like completely a liquid, gushy stuff, and then they reform into this miraculous moth or butterfly. It's crazy. Yeah. But you are like one who potentially might be a psychic medium who is able to, you know, do mediumship. You might have that going for you as well. You talk to dead people. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk to us about the true emotions. This is the good stuff The light, where is the inner spark? You could be a teacher or a guide yourself to others. Yeah. And if you are a teacher or a guide and you were caught up in a situation of being in jail, that would be quite embarrassing, I'm sure. You wouldn't want anybody to know if you have affluence. Cope. You have the potential to drink a lot? Cope. This is supposed to be the good stuff. The light, where is the inner spark or the potential? Liquid courage? I'm just going to say that you can cope with a lot, Cancer. And that is an indication there with there being a glass of whiskey on the table. You know, you might just turn into a philosopher when you have a glass of wine, or more communicative. Balance spiritual and practicality. They want to be practicable about how much you can handle and how much you can cope with. When you do start doing spiritual work, say you start doing readings for people, how much can you cope and handle? You don't want to get stressed out. But what you got going for you is that you're very good at balancing spirituality and practicality. And that's just a weird card to come out. I don't know what else to say. Can I get one more? Let's put it this way. Divine Masculine. So it looks like he's got his hands open like he's receiving messages or meditating or something like that. So I was just hearing that you can handle a large dosage of heavy spiritual truths that maybe other people cannot. So you got that going for you. What else is the acknowledgement of the light, the inner spark of the potential, the hope? Maybe you're hoping you can kick a habit too as well. You know, coping mechanisms. Because I did say drinking and driving earlier. Okay. Two of Pentacles is a card of juggling. So you're very good at juggling. Like seriously, you could be like an actual juggler. Do you juggle? You can handle a lot of responsibilities, what I would say. So like you handle work and home well, or 2 jobs or something like that. A multitasker, that's the way I look at it. And then we have the shadow here at the bottom. You're good about juggling your shadow. The inner spark is here to address this. I think that if maybe this is resonating with you, what you got going for you is you do have a strong spiritual connection with the divine, and the answers that you seek are wanting to seek you. And if you are trying to kick some sort of addiction, you do have the ability and the strength to do that. You've got that going for you, okay? I'm getting stumped on these. I've been reading for about 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I apologize. is into this final area here, the rebirth. What intentions should you plant for the next year? Communication is key, Gemini energy. And you have message here, that's what you've got going for you. So you might be a very good communicator. The intentions that you plant need to be about communication next year. Okay. Okay, seeds and intentions, gratitude, the attitude of gratitude. Number 35 reduces to an 8, which is numerology is a life path of Aquarius and Leo. It's also kind of karmic-y too. But gratitude. So just tell people you're grateful. That's the seed you need to plant. Oh, I love you. Somebody wants to tell you that I love you. Tell people that you love them. Maybe pop the message, pop the message. You know, I love you. I want to marry you. I want to make a commitment to you. Yeah. Nice. Those are seeds you need to plant. Blessings. That's awesome. And to close out your reading, alright. Ace of Wands, victory and success, a brand new opportunity to go towards a passionate new start. Something looks very positive here. So Ace of Wands is fire energy. You had fire over here. You had some healing that needed to happen in your shadow side over here with this situation, this fire sign. Something foolish that happened. What you got going for you is your spirituality and balancing your shadow side with your light side, and dealing with your coping mechanisms. You got that going for you. You are receiving spiritual downloads. And then the seeds that are coming in, the good stuff, the really good stuff, is the rebirth. You know, this is the new beginning here. The Ace of Wands, I love you, gratitude and communication is key. Love it. That's awesome. So 2025 had some regrets, but 2026 looks better. It has the potential there, but there is some work here that you're still going to be doing with the shadow side. All right, next up is our Leos. Okay, Leo, it's your turn. This is going to be for all Leo placements. This is going to be your sacred pause, solar, winter solstice, forgive me, reading. We're only going to do 3 piles. We're using 4 decks of cards, 3 oracle decks, and a tarot deck for clarifying. The first pile is going to be where we reflect on our challenging points of the year, like our shadow sides, the lessons we had to learn, things like that, the dark things that you don't really want to look at. We're going to look at them. But then we're going to look at the good stuff on this pile too. We're going to look at what we got going for us, our spark, what we have potential at, all that good stuff, you know, our light. And then the third pile is going to be called the rebirth pile, and these will be the seeds that we need to plant going forward to achieve a final balance between the light and the dark. This is winter solstice, which means that the days will begin to start getting longer as we move on into the season. And let's go ahead and get popping sun. This is going to be Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I recommend you watch your Sun, Moon, and Venus and Rising signs. If you want, check out your North Node. Leos, what's going on with the Leos, please? Leo, Leo, Leos. This is going to be a little bit of a challenging spot here, okay? The darkness. What do we need to see in the darkness? The answers that you need are coming. Ooh. If you have a lot of questions about something, that's Gemini. Could be dealing with a Gemini. You might need to release a Gemini. You might need to release needing the answers. The answers that you need are coming. It says it needs to be acknowledged and released. You know, so maybe it's best just to not to know the answer. You know? You have to spin it in the way the question was asked. The darkness, what needs acknowledged or released. Leos. We're doing the Sacred Symbols deck here. That was the Moonology deck, the first one. This one's Sacred Symbols for Leos. What needs acknowledged or released for the Leos? Messages. Oh, number 33. The answers that you need are coming. You need to release the need to know, to hear these messages. Ugh. I don't know why this would be. You're not speaking to someone? I'm picking up on a little bit of a stubborn energy of a Leo sun. A little bit of a pride of, you know, the feeling that you get when you're rejected. You know, you might act like you don't care, or you don't need to know the answers, or you just have been through it so much with the scenario that you don't even care anymore what the messages are, you know? I don't know. You might think you don't need to hear any more messages. You've heard all you need to hear. That's what it's sounding like. But they're saying this is the dark side. You're not wanting to hear it, or you're not getting the message about something. Getting readings. Not happy. Fake busy. Wow. You really shouldn't, I'm picking up on tarot divination abuse. You're not getting anything good out of the cards. You're not getting they're not making you any happier. You're not getting the messages that you want. And even though it says the answers that you need are coming, and you're getting the messages, I don't think you're not happy, or you're not going to be happy with the answers that you get. And then there's something about fake busy here. The darkness, what needs acknowledged or released. So never do tarot when you're not happy, because you're not going to get happy results, because it's energy work. If you have unresolved issues in your life and you're not a clear channel, you're just fake busy. You're just, so be careful who you allow to read for you, you know, I guess. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, that's like dark night of the soul. You got to release that dark night of the soul. It's coming through in your readings. It's in the reverse, though. It's like the answers that you need are coming, but you can't see it because you're just so over it. Whatever the mental games have been. If you're dealing with the Gemini, that you're pulling Gemini energy. They had a fire sign show up in their reading, so maybe you're, you know, there's something there with that. I don't know, but the Five of Wands in the reverse, there's some sort of internal conflict indicated. And then the Pope in the reverse, which is the Hierophant in the reverse. It's like not being non-committed. And the Seven of Wands is an energy of blockages, and the High Priestess would be your intuition, not able to manifest what you truly want. So your crown chakra is needs cleared. What is the dark night of the soul about? My right ear is ringing really loud. Could be dealing with the divine masculine. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and the Chariot in the reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Cancerian energy, being pulled in two directions. And then the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So, yeah. Could be a loss of a vehicle, unable to travel. Eight of Wands is blocked messages or blocked travel, or messages of hate, the, you know, ill will, lots of them. Like if, and then the Chariot in the reverse is saying not able to move on. You don't like the readings that you're getting. You're stuck. You're not able to move on. And then we have it here with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. Yeah, there's definitely a loss of love here, and could be finances as well with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be a Taurus, I'm hearing. So that's what the dark night of the soul is about. You might not like the answers that are coming. Let's move on to the good stuff. The second cards are going to be the light. Where is the inner spark or the potential? The hope, the sun. Where's the sun in all of this? Where's the hope? Where's the potential? The light. Show us the light for Leos. Show us the light for the Leos. Bring love into the situation, Aquarius. Aquarius is also a fellow air sign of the higher mind, so you got Gemini and Aquarius energy you're pulling. And that is like the star card in tarot. Bring love into the situation. That will bring the hope. That will bring the healing. So that's your potential. That's your spark. Could be dealing with Aquarius, Leo. Or love can just change your whole outlook when you bring love into the situation. Sacred symbols. Show us the light for the Leos. Show us the light for the Leos, please. The good stuff. Oh, you pulled an air sign. 28. 8. That's a 10 in numerology. Next year is a life universal path 1. So you're going to be setting the stage for the next decade of your life. Okay? Yeah, they want you to think about getting roots, staying grounded. Father Time is here talking about we're building legacy, we're building, you know, there you are, fire sign and psychic. You're saying your emotions are getting in your way of your readings. You're not seeing clearly. That's why you're not getting healed. Something about putting it into some situation that's no longer aligning with who your true identity is at this time. You know, we all change. So it's an opportunity with a 1 here also to be independent. Make sure you're being a free thinker, innovative, and you got that going for you. Communication, you know, highly intelligent. Air signs are looking out for you. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquariuses, Leo. They might be your inspiration. This air sign, Aquarius, could be your inspiration. It's your opposite sign. So let's go ahead, one more shuffle, I said. Give me the light, the good stuff from the true emotional for Leo. Okay, somebody's missing you. You got that going for you. Communication, bringing love into the situation, healing, restoration, police station. That was in Gemini's reading. Shady and twin flames. Oh. Got twin flames and something shady, and they're fucked up over you. Oh, it's too late for somebody here. Okay. Alright, yeah, it does appear that we could be dealing with a twin flame situation, and those are always very challenging. It's like you can love the heck out of somebody and miss them, but then you fight like a bunch of Italians or something, you know? But what you got going there for you in your light, the potential is, the hope is love and restoration. I miss you. Okay. Alright, let's see. Leo. They miss you. Okay. More for Leos. Show me the light, the good stuff, please. What they got going for them, this spark. Death card in the reverse. Something's not over. Justice in the reverse. There was an unjust situation. There's your air sign, your other air sign, Libra. There's the 6 of Cups here. having nostalgic memories. And then the Nine of Wands is here with, and we're in a year 9 of saying, you know, no more of this injustice, this unequal give and take in the relationship. No more of the lies. No more of the illegal activities. Whatever this Libra energy is, partnerships. It's like someone that's not loyal. So got some spying going on here, some foolish behavior. I have a mother figure in the reverse with the Six of Wands in the reverse. No victory, no success. King of Swords in the reverse. Can't even get through to people on a can't communicate clearly because of a heartbreak. They can't see the truth because of a heartbreak. Goodness me. Okay, just got karma wrapped around it. This is the light where the inner spark or the potential, the hope is. You can easily turn these around and they will become positive. It'd be end of a legal situation, but this feels like you're still in the middle of it. Justice and Death card. The end of a unjust situation, but it's in the reverse. There's still work to be done here. It's not over yet, but stay positive. There's a lot of potential here for this to turn out for you, because they miss you and they love you when you bring love into the situation. Okay. Third pile is going to be the rebirth. What intentions will you need to plant? What intentions will you need to plant, Leo, for this new beginning? What intentions will you need to plant for this new beginning? Don't let your past hold you back. South Node, wherever your South Node is. Mine's in Cancer, so don't let family hold me back. A mother hold me back, whatever. Look at the bigger picture, which is Sagittarius energy. And we have it's time to take action with the Aries energy. And hold your vision, fixed moon. So you've pulled, Leo, your other fire signs, Sagittarius and your Aries partners. And you are a fixed sign, so they want you to stay fixed on, you know, your seeds that you need to be planting is that you are ready to take action, to hold on to your vision, to see the bigger picture, and you're not going to let the past hold you back. Okay? Whatever that past is, it can be a number of things, but if you really wanted to know, like, karmically, you need a natal chart, and I do offer those readings if you are interested in those. The information is going to be in the description box if you need to book a personal reading with me. Alright, let's moving on to the next oracle deck, which is the Sacred Symbols. And this is the seeds that you're going to have to plant. Seeds you're going to have to plant. Fire, you're pulling your energy. Number 27, that's a 9, which is Sagittarius is the ruler of the 9th house. You could have your South Node in Sagittarius, or don't let a Sagittarius or another fire sign hold you back. Don't let yourself hold you back, because you're a fire sign too. Because we are in a universal life path of a 9 right now this year. Next year, it rolls over to a 1. We're setting the tone for the next decade, okay? So, seeds that need to be sown for the Leos to get this new beginning popping? What do you have for the Leos? From the two, I keep seeing that twin flames, y'all. I think you're dealing with a twin flame situation. What are the intentions that you'll need to set for this rebirth? Wow, what a weird cut. It's weird. Feelings. You're going to have to share your feelings. You might have to send flowers. You have to be honest. You know, you have to say, I love you. I miss you too. You know, hold your vision. Keep your passion. Okay. Stay focused. See the bigger picture. Take action. Hold your vision. Yeah. Share your feelings. That's the seeds you're going to have to plant. Spiritual chaos, ego death, a downward spiral, spiritual awakening. So I do believe that some of us Leos who have the big ego are going to be becoming a little more spiritual. That's a seed you might want to sow. Going through an ego death. You'll know if you're going through some sort of downward spiral, you're not happy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It could be your ego getting in the way. And so we don't want you to miss out on this beautiful new love coming in for you, okay? So let's get you back on the right path and get those intentions set. Hold your vision. Stay focused. Look at the bigger picture. All right, Leo, now we're moving on to Virgo. Virgo. Hey, Virgo, it's your turn. All right, brief overhaul. Remember, this is going to be your winter solstice sacred pause reading. We're going to pull 3 piles of cards from 4 different decks. And the first pile is going to talk about the darkness, which that's what the solstice is about. And then we're going to talk about the light in the second pile, bringing balance to our light and our shadow, solstice energy. And then we're going to pull a third pile about the rebirth. What are the seeds that we need to sow to bring those desires into fruition? Now remember, this is about letting go of things that no longer serve you or honor your true identity. So let's get into it for the Virgos, please, and thank you very much. You might want to watch your sun, moon, and rising and signs. Take notes, pick out whatever little signs or synchronicities that come out and create your own individual message. This is going to be a collective message for all Virgo placements. Virgo, they're saying confidence is your key. New moon in Leo. I love it. It's matching that solar energy. So yeah, whatever you want to manifest is here. They want you to be bold as a lion, but this is in the position of darkness, and you're shining a light into the darkness. And they're saying that there's a confidence issue here for some of us, Virgo. So be careful to, not be cower down. You got to be bold and courageous. Have strength. Okay, this needs acknowledgement, and they're saying that this is what needs released or worked on or something like that. Okay, Virgo, your confidence needs some work. Okay, let's get some additional messages from the sacred symbols, please. Could be dealing with a Leo, by the way. Doesn't have to be, or you could have it in your chart. Just mentioning it because it's there, and it might be a message for you. Okay, Virgo, please share with me and the team here. The darkness. This is the darkness. What needs acknowledgement, release, and worked on. Ooh, friendships. 17. That's a Leo. 7+ plus 1 is an 8 in numerology. I read in numerology. Your friendships have some sort of shadow attached around it. It needs work. Now that is that is the sacred symbol for a peace treaty between the Indians, by the way. It's a sacred symbol about a peace treaty that the Indians made. Okay? With the arrows there, some people associate it with Sagittarius energy too. But friendships, they need acknowledged or released. You tell me. It's in the shadow work area. Maybe it needs some rest. A little break. Might do the heart good. Virgo. What's going on with the Virgos, please, from the True Emotional deck? Alright, that fell out. Getting readings fell out. Okay, that can be cross watchers there spying on Virgos. They're getting readings on you. But we're going to put it back in the deck. Secrets. There's some secrets about these friendships that need acknowledged or released. Shadow work. Divine masculine could be involved around a divine masculine. And I have it here with memories. Some sort of memories with a divine masculine. Secluded, separation, reflecting, and soul searching. So we're doing some soul searching. Maybe isolating. Because some sort of secret concerning a masculine. Okay. Alright, it's what it says. It needs work, it needs rest. I don't know. Let's get some tarot on it. What's going on here with this shadow work for the Virgos, please? What's going on? Why are they secluding themselves? Some sort of secret friendship with the masculine, perhaps? I don't know. Leo is a masculine energy, by the way, and you did have that Leo card there. And then you had the 8, which is Leo or Aquarius. Life path numbers. Alright, let's go on Virgo. We have the Temperance in the reverse. Sagittarius energy in the reverse. Have you done, went and lost your patience? Stuck in some sort of soul searching, lost your patience with a Sag? Has it got you up in your feels? Do you feel like there's some sort of burden attached with this situation? We did say some people say this is a Sagittarius card, remember? Yeah. Secrets. They keep you in your head, carrying some sort of burden. You can't drop it. It's become a shadow. It needs work. It needs released. Okay. Let's move on to the next side of the spectrum, which is the light. This is your good stuff, where the spark and the inner potential is, the hope, all that good stuff, Virgo. This is the good stuff. Yeah, something's become too much of a burden over here. You've lost your patience. Something about a secret. Okay. It could be just a family secret as well. Every family has secrets. This is the good stuff. This is your light. Your commitment is being tested, Virgo, and that's good. I guess it's going to build some sort of endurance in you. Where the inner spark or the potential is. Your dreams need a practical plan. Taurus energy, so has something to do with stability. It can have to do with traditions and values, security, stuff like that. Fellow earth sign. I mean, if it's a marriage, the marriage is being tested. If it's your security is being tested, but this is your light. Because you have show the world the real you. Aquarius energy, we talked about that being here too. That you will be able to bring love into the situation, more Aquarius, because you're like, this is double Aquariuses here, and this is your hope. So you have a lot of hope, which is good, even when your commitment's being tested. You know, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And you are aware your dreams need a practical plan. You are an earth sign. You have that going for you. So I think you're just trying to navigate through whatever all this shadow stuff is over here with the friend, the secret, the burden. You tend to take on a lot of other people's burdens, Virgo. Your friends' burdens. My son's a Virgo. He does this. He's got a big heart. He gets hurt all the time. Bless his little soul. Alright. This is supposed to be the good stuff here. This is your potential. This is what you got going for you. Full moon. Okay. 29 is this number, and that is an 11, which this can have something to do with a twin flame situation. Our next full moon is January the 4th, 2026 in Capricorn. So if your commitment is being tested, Capricorn energy is perfect for getting a practical plan together. That's what this reading is all about. We've entered Capricorn season now, and so that's about getting grounded. We just came out of this fiery, passionate Sagittarius season of being on adventures. This looks like a little more of shedding a light on things in the dark. The moon card is, there's a lot of secrets in the dark, but when it's a full moon, they come to the light. So secrets could be coming out. You may be sharing how you truly feel with others. Okay. We have trust here. Okay. So we are talking about trust, and we're talking about a divine feminine here. So we had a masculine here, a divine masculine, and then we have a divine feminine here. So this could be one of those, relationships where it's a masculine feminine friendship. And those relationships require a significant amount of trust. So I don't know what the secret is. There's memories. There's pictures. Maybe you're just in nostalgia. I don't know. Well, you can trust this person. That's what you got going for you. Yeah. That's a 6 also. They're a very balanced person. That's also a life path for Capricorn and Geminis. Then we have 16 here. And that reduces to a 7, which is all about truth seeking. Life path 7s are about truth seekers. So you are dealing with someone that you can trust. And then we have the full moon with the 29, which is an 11, so twin flame energy. Show me the good stuff here for Virgo from the True Emotional deck, please. Round and round, cycles, triggers, and lessons. You know what triggers you. You know your cycles. You know, you are in the middle of looking at things that identify with your true self. And like I said before, we do change. But I have living in the moment. It's like things don't bother you like maybe they used to before. Things that used to trigger you. You're too busy thriving and living, and like this person's laying on the beach, you know, without a care in the world. So that's good. That's what you got going for you. You don't let things trigger you that like you used to before, I believe. Okay? Very well. I love that for you. So much emotional maturing and so forth is indicated. Let's get you some tarot. What's this good stuff? The good stuff for Virgo. What they got going for them? With their inner spark, their potential. They got so much potential. Yeah. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. The Magician in the reverse. And the Death card in the reverse. The High Priestess in the upright. The Death card in the upright. I mean, boy, you've changed a lot. You've walked away from a lot of, you know, maybe manipulative tactics in the past. I have an Emperor. Yeah, like you were dealing with a manipulative divine masculine, which is here, and that was on the side of the challenge, the secret, okay? The Emperor's in the reverse. The Two of Swords. It's some sort of difficult message of, this person could be kind of harsh with their words. Maybe kind of secretive too, in a way. Non-communicational, and when they are communicating, they're manipulating. But the thing is what you got going for you is that you've walked away from that kind of emotional kind of manipulation, and you've moved towards a more spiritual path with the High Priestess here, and that's the Taurus energy we were talking about too earlier. Yeah, more spiritually grounded, more, you're solid, you know. It's like when it's time to bring something to an end, you bring something to an end now. That's what you got going for you. But in the past, it looked like maybe, you know, you used to engage with others, and you've just changed. You've walked away from that. You know, justice. Yeah, that's the truth. Like, that's what you got going for you. You're not that person anymore. If you know, this is resonating with you. You're not the same. No, sir, no, ma'am, you're not the same. And some people might want to see you in that old light, but, you know, I believe that, Virgo, you're a very forgiving person, so you are able to see people in their new light. You know, you don't get caught up in the round and rounds. I love that. Let's go ahead and keep moving here with the third pile. This is your rebirth. What intentions does Virgo need to set or make at this time? Seeds that need to be planted for this new beginning and rebirth. It's time to release negativity. So if you have been dealing with any kind of negativity, this is Scorpio energy. And the death card is here as well, right here. Hierophant energy is, you know, staying in touch with traditions and values, spiritually grounded, stable, secure. Releasing that negativity. You're walking away from negativity. That's the seeds that need to be planted. Okay. Releasing negativity. Okay. Take time to breathe out as well as what that said. Alright, tell me some more about what's Virgos, what seeds they need to plant. If I can get you picked up here. Thank you very much. That's Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Aries. For those of you who are curious. Taurus. I said that, didn't I? Alright. Seeds that need to be planted and sown at this time. What else? Have any attitude of gratitude. They want you to plant seeds of gratitude. Okay, number 35 and the number 8. 8s are life paths, Leo and Aquarius. Gratitude. Light a candle tonight for your solstice ritual. Alright, true emotions for Virgo. Karmic ties, legal matters, and running. Thug. Okay, there is a, for those of you that this resonates with, someone could be pressuring you, wanting to date, have romance, stuff like that, under pressure, always sweet talking you. Oh, there's my card, Firestorm. Karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdowns. And then there's a Jezebel. Take it as it resonates, folks. So the seeds that you need to do is to go ahead and have that mental breakdown. Allow that ending to come into play. I have it here with self-love. Somebody's not really doing the work because it says fake busy and then it says coping. So someone here really hasn't done the work, and it says side hustle. Person could be unemployed. Yeah, we have it here. Someone that has karmic ties and maybe are involved in legal matters. Legal matters. Divorce, property, criminal record, paternity, child support, traffic tickets, and then I have it here with a thug. So you'll know. Thugs might be having some legal matters. And then we got running. You're like, your advice is to run into self-love. And Yeah, someone here is going to try to sweet talk you, but you're being recommended to put it into the seeds that you should be sowing. Okay, I'm going to have to take a break. I've been reading for 3 hours straight, and I'm feeling very fatigued. I still have Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius to read for. I'll be back to do those shortly. Libra, it's your turn, dolls. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Just a reminder that this is going to be your sacred pause, and it is a winter solstice spread that we're going to be doing. And in honor of winter solstice, we're going to be doing a 3-card spread and using 4 different decks. The first card will be about the darkness, the shadow sides of life, lessons we've learned over the past year. The second will be pile 2, and that will be your light, and those will be, all the wonderful things that you have working for you, your potential, your spark, your sun, your hope, And then the third pile will be about what seeds need to be planted to bring in the changes that you wish to at this time. It is a time of reflection, getting grounded and focusing on long-term goals. We have entered Capricorn season today as well. So we're going to be setting our intentions with this reading. We're doing some rituals with some candles over the night, honoring the season changes. So this is going to be for the Libras. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Don't forget to check at least your Sun, Moon, and Rising other signs and take notes and journal so you can reflect upon the messages later that may have resonated with you. Libra, please. Yeah. All right, your shadow work is step out of your comfort zone, heading towards your North Node. That is a destiny point in your natal chart. If you need to have a natal chart reading done, I offer those. My rates for readings are in the description box below. I also will be time stamping these. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So if you need a natal chart reading, that would make more sense to you if you knew what that meant. If you don't know what it means, it's just a destiny point of in your natal chart of the moon's nodes indicating whatever house it falls in and whatever zodiac sign it falls in. So for me, I have the North Node in Capricorn in the first house. This would indicate that I would be going towards, my destiny would be going towards a career, a public image, or a legacy that does, identify around my identity. So my business or something like that, an independent sort of energy, an independent contractor sort of energy. All right, Libra, they are saying boundaries are coming up here, and this is the darkness, what needs acknowledged or released. Okay, I think we need to release some boundaries because they're asking you to step out of your comfort zone. Going toward, and lucky, just so you know, that would turn out really well for you. Some people have their North Node in Cancer. Then if that were the case, you would be more inclined to be called to become like a mother figure in the home or more focused on home things. Does that make sense? If your North Node is in Sagittarius, you might feel more inclined to travel, foreign affairs, philosophy, things like that, So, Libra. If your North Node is in Libra, then it is part of your destiny to work in partnerships, work with legalities. the scales of justice, things like that. This is the true emotional deck. It's talking about your shadow. Oh, family. Darkness, what needs acknowledged or released, shadow work and rest, family matter. Better boundaries with family. So that might make you feel uncomfortable setting a healthy boundary with family, but you need to do it. You got to do it. Let's get some tarot for Libra. Now, boundaries is number 26. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 is the life path of an Aquarius, and a Leo is also very karmic. There is a panther indicated on the front of that card. Cat energy. Yeah. Tell me what's going on here with this shadow work. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody here could be out of work. Three of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Swords in the reverse. And the Five of Cups in the upright. This person could be the kind of person that gets you involved in third-party drama. This person can be the kind of person that really gets you in your head. This person could be doing work on you. Five of Cups is here to show there's some guilt and remorse. Maybe even some shame about something. Maybe you would feel ashamed if you didn't offer this person work, or you didn't let them in your friends group, or you didn't get them a job at your work. And really, in your mind, you're just trying to protect your peace of mind. Libra. Somebody here has already been indulged in a third-party situation at their work. Family could be affecting your work. This is going to be the good stuff. This is your light. This is your position of the second, is where the inner spark or the potential, the hope is. So moving on to the brighter side of life. It is a time to give rather than take, Libra. I don't think you have any expectations or you want anything from anybody. Meditate and contemplate. You and your loved ones are safe. And you needed boundaries around your home. It might, if this situation over here is just an acknowledgement, it just kind of feels like it's a really sad situation, but you don't want to work on it because it has third party attached to it. Your incoming energies is the positive thing you have, is that you are still willing to be a giver. You're not a taker. You take care of your loved ones. You take time to meditate and contemplate. You have Pisces, Virgo, and Cancer here. Meditate and contemplate whether it is time to give or receive. You got to think about your loved ones. Talisman, Divine Masculine, Death in the reverse, and meditate. Ooh, jealousy. Okay. Oof. Alright. I believe that I'm speaking to a Libran, a divine masculine Libran, who's dealing with potentially a Scorpio, or someone, another water sign, a Cancer. Here I have Cancer, or Pisces here twice. You have water. Meditate and contemplate. You and your loved ones are safe. There's jealousy cards bothering me. So it's in the position of helping someone. And you have Talisman, where this is the key that opens all the doors. You are the key. I believe you're a divine masculine, to help someone learn how to think before they speak. Meditate and contemplate. Meditate and contemplate. Someone around you is dealing with a jealousy issue, and I believe that you are here to help them to transform that, put an end to that, some sort of emotional manipulation. So you're really good about, you know, being clear and balanced in your approach on the way that you help others. So a time to give rather than to take. You're helping someone get closure. Okay. But this person does have a jealousy problem, and so you are key in helping them work through that insecurity, because we have this third party situation here, which is jealousy and gossip. I keep feeling like somebody here has taken somebody in and given them a place to stay. I don't know if that's true. Let me know in the comments if that's you. We have Scorpio there on the top. 36 and number 9. We're in a life path 9 right now, which is bringing the end to a lot of cycles, and that is the Death card. We're wrapping up a cycle. Yes. Meditate and contemplate. Jealous family members. Interesting. This is the light, though. This is the good stuff. This is what you're good at, helping others with. You're giving to your loved ones. You're helping family members. That's what it looks like. By getting readings, karmic lessons, and twin flames. The divine feminine and rejection. Pop the question. I wouldn't do that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So twin flames are like supposed to mean people that you've met in other lifetimes and you found each other again in this lifetime. Your opposite signs that are attracting, okay? Then there's this karmic lesson around it. Twin flame relationships have a lot of karmic lessons around them, a lot of rejection. We have rejection here. They're very difficult relationships, okay? They're not easy. We have a divine feminine that's getting a lot of readings, okay? And In this position, this is actually good because it's showing you what to reject. It's showing you the karmics. And the divine feminine is the energy that we need to be embracing at this time, Libra. And we have the divine masculine here. So this jealousy thing is karmic. Someone could be getting rejected. The inner spark or the potential of the divine feminine. Yeah, some of you guys need to get a tarot reading done. So you could tell the difference between a karmic and a twin flame, because they are different. They're both soul ties, but they're a little different. Karmics come to teach you lessons too. Twin flames usually test your endurance. But the love is still there, like your souls recognize each other. I might be giving you guys a bonus. I got brave and thought I would do an all signs reading, and I'm on to like 3 hours and 20 something minutes so far. I'm getting exhausted. I might have to stop here. I don't feel like I'm connecting with this reading. So what you got going for you is you've learned a lot of karmic lessons, okay? So you know what you do want, you know the real from the fake. Yeah. Your intuition's probably pretty good too, Libra. Okay. All right. The thing you got going for you is the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man. You are very good at helping people see a different perspective, the way that you communicate. You're a fast thinker, you're intelligent. Then the Ten of Wands in the reverse tells me you're really good about helping people, relieving people of burdens, taking a little bit of a load off their shoulders so they don't feel like they're all responsible for everything, because you as a Libra understands partnerships, that there was potentially some breadcrumbing. I think I'm getting paranoid. An unjust situation, King of Cups, Four of Swords. Yeah, I mean, you're a fast thinker, but some people don't even realize they're being breadcrumbed. They can't tell the difference between a karmic and a twin, and you're like, no, baby, this person's putting too much burdens on your shoulders. It's time to drop some of those burdens. It's not just with the Justice card in the reverse, and that would be you, because you've learned from karmic lessons. Justice in the reverse, you're like, oh no, I know now a little more about love and what it feels like to be breadcrumbed, and I feel like you're sharing your testimony, and that's helpful. I think that's helping people with your diplomacy, your emotional maturity, your loving and kind heart. Yeah. Ooh, people, I'm pushing. This is the third pile. It's going to be the rebirth portion. What intentions will you be needing to set? What seeds do you need to plant to work towards this new beginning for Libra? Bring love into the situation, Aquarius. So there's that Aquarius energy again, and it's saying that those are the seeds that you need to plant, is bringing more love into the situation. And it certainly does work with the King of Cups there. New moon in Aries, we have wanting to take action. So this is, you know, independent action, getting fired up to go towards that new identity, processing those lessons, learning and growing. Yeah. And there's a time for healing here. Plant seeds for healing, and I believe that's what you're doing as the King of Cups. You're showing up as the King of Cups, as the healer. Thank you, Libra. You're so sweet. Alrighty, I am going to stop the readings here. I am going to apologize to Scorpio and Sagittarius. I just don't think I can go on. I apologize. I'll do something special for Libra. I don't feel like I'm connecting for you either. And then I'll come back and do you guys the other readings here. If not tonight, tomorrow morning. Okay. Bye.